Hi everyone, and welcome to the introduction class of sociology. This is the class of MSO, Master of Arts Sociology of IGNOU School of Social Sciences. So in this course, in MSO Master of Arts Sociology, we're going to um, cover up all the master level topics of sociology from first year of masters, and this course is based on the IGNOU material. So this subject comes under School of Social Sciences as it is written here. Now, first of all, in order to understand the course, okay, so first of all, we will start with definition of sociology. Here, experts define sociology as a branch of behavioral science. So remember that sociology comes under the branch of behavioral science because basically in sociology we study about the human behavior. That is the primary subject, that is the primary unit, the primary field of discussion in this subject. Secondly, it deals with social groups, their internal forms or modes of organization. Okay, so what does individuals or human beings form? They form social groups. So we study the social groups in this subject basically, and the internal forms of those social groups and their modes of organization. How does the social groups organize? How do they come into existence? What are the modes? And thirdly, it is the process or the processes that tend to maintain or change these forms of organization and relations between groups. And what else do we study in sociology? It is also defined as a process that tend to maintain or change these forms of organization. जो social groups हैं, जो ये organization है जो हम sociology के अंदर पढ़ते हैं. There are many organizations, there are many social groups which you will get to know in further classes. So we study about that in sociology and also relations between groups, not between individuals, but between groups also. Individuals themselves form these groups. They are the basic unit of these groups. But again, there are various groups in society. There are bigger organizations, smaller organizations. So इन सब के बारे में हम sociology में पढ़ते हैं. In the second slide, there's structure of program. So let's see what is the structure of this MSO Master of Arts in Sociology program. So this is an introduction to how we will go about covering the topics, how we will go about the subject. And this is very important before starting all the topics that are present in the subject. It's very important to understand the structure of this program. किस प्रोग्राम में कौन सी चीजें आपको पढ़नी है, बेसिक चीजें क्या हैं, कैसे इसको फ्रेम किया गया है, what is the importance of this program, why you should study and indulge in this program. So if you will see the structure of the program, the MA program in sociology is designed to provide advanced sociological knowledge, perspectives, and skills to a wide cross section of learners, like not only sociology student, but if even you're not a sociology student and you want to know about sociology, this program is a very basic program and you can learn about the subject from the very basic level to even going a little deeper through this program of Master of Arts. So, and also among the sociology student, if you are preparing for any kind of exams, if you are doing your masters, if you're in your bachelor's, or even if you've done your masters and you have to brush up your skills relating to this subject, you can go through this program. It's very beneficial. Secondly, in terms of content, it focuses on classical and advanced concepts and theories. So we're going to discuss the classical theories, that are very basic theories that came very earlier, and also advanced concepts and theories जो कि अब recent times में develop हुई है, which is very important if we want to understand the subject on the basis of recent times. तो वो सारी चीजें, वो सारी theories हम यहाँ पे discuss करेंगे. Thirdly, research methods and perspectives. Social issues of development, state of sociology in India. Research methods, when we talk about research methods, research is very important topic in sociology. Again, if we want to study about society, we want to study about social groups, organizations, even if we want to study about the behavior, individual behavior, we need to research. We need to go to the on the field, or even if we're not going for field research, we need some kind of research, we need some kind of background to understand the subject and to accumulate more and more knowledge. So research is very important, and for that you have to know what are the methods of research, what are the perspectives that are already there. Then social issues of development, state of sociology in India. So especially in India, what are the social scenarios that we're going to cover? Then social process and their interlinkages with the global, regional, and local manifestations, education, transnational communities, migration, urbanization. All of these topics will come under this course. So globalization is a very important topic again in recent times that we're going to cover again, and we will interlink all the topics. Then lastly, development of the largest section of the population and emerging concerns in contemporary society. What are the problems and factors that we see in contemporary society, recent societies, societies that now are emerging or already exist? So that is what we are going to cover in this program. So this was all about the structure. Let's see the structure again, course structure in this format. Like I have shortened it. So this MSO program, Master of Arts, as I said, we are going to focus on the first year course. So first year is divided into 4 subdivisions of topics. We are going to focus on the first subtopic. We have MSO 1, MSO 2, 3, 4. But we are going to cover MSO 001, which is sociological theories and concepts. So inside, under this first subdivision, we have 7 blocks as written here. So, and inside every block, we have various units. Like block 1 may be having 4 units, block 2 will have 3, block 3 will have 5 or 6, and so on. And all have separate headings like approaching sociological theory. So we'll start by approaching the sociological theory, the basic classical theories that we have, including the thinkers. So we are going to discuss the thinkers also, जिन्होंने theories दी हैं, because that is very important. You cannot learn theories without knowing who gave it, who really proposed it, and why they proposed the theories, how the theories came up in that time of history. So that's very important. Then social structure as a sociological concept, understanding power, capitalism, state. These are all basic units of the subject. Okay. If you are going to study about the society, these topics are very relevant in everyday life. And if you're talking about the subject, all of these topics cover the basic units of the subject. Then, contemporary issues of ethnicity and identity. These are basically all the topics that we also see coming up in the news. So if you want to cover, know about the background of these topics, this subject plays a very vital role in that. Then theories of social satisfaction, all of these things. So we have 31 units in total. Let's move forward. Next slide, we have scope of master's degree in sociology. Now, इस course का scope क्या है? That also is very important. If you're going to study a subject, if you're going to study a program, you should know कि इसके आगे हम क्या कर सकते हैं, ये जो सब्जेक्ट है ये हमारे किस काम का होगा, क्या काम कर सकते हैं practically, how can we utilize the skills that we are learning, right? So what are the scope of this subject, what can you do after studying this subject, what can be done after knowing the basics of the subject, after uh, accumulating the knowledge. So let's see, teaching and education. सबसे पहले तो this is most basic, the most common thing that you can go for. Join a college or university as an assistant professor, associate professor, pursue a PhD or MPhil. This is about further studies. You can pursue PhD, MPhil to teach sociology in universities. Second, administrative services. Like Indian administrative services, you can do prepare for these exams. Sociology has become a very recent hot subject in these exams. More and more people are going for sociology because if you're going for administrative services, you're basically going to that position, you're basically be selected to that position in order to serve the society. So it will be so beneficial for you to actually learn about the society, to get familiar with the subjects and the basic things that come under society, like basic institutions and organizations. So this subject has become a very relevant, very likable subject these days. Then forest services also are the best job opportunities. If you have done your master's in sociology, then you can go for therapy and counseling. Counselors and behavior therapists in fields like education, healthcare, governance, or community services. Then you can do research. Of course, one can carve a lucrative career with the highest job satisfaction. One can apply for the role of a junior or senior research fellow, research assistant, senior research officer across different industries. Then family and child development and welfare. Now, let me talk about research. In this field, you can research about so many social issues that have come in the recent times. And it's so important to study about them, to, go and study how they came about, you know, in which we can say a historical method we can apply to that. And we can make so much of a difference if we indulge into research. So research will become and is even now very important for the society and for the people living in the society. So if you want, you can go for research as a career after sociology. It will be so fruitful for the society and for you also, because it is something that is becoming more and more important these days and will also be very satisfactory. Next thing is family and child development and welfare. You can be a gerontologist in healthcare sector, social worker in an NGO, community development workers in human welfare, and so on. Let's move forward. Let's see what is the importance of this course. Not now, after discussing what you can do in a career after MA in sociology, let's see what are the importance of this course that we're going to complete in the upcoming classes. See, sociology is a branch of humanities that has become an important and relevant subject in recent times. Like I said, this subject is gaining more and more importance now because so many social issues are coming these days. We need to focus, and we need to not just learn about them, but to also discuss about the solutions to the issues, or what can we do in the future in order to make more suitable environment in the society, because we as citizen of the country, or even as general individuals, or fellow human beings, we are responsible for making our society and for also making the environment and the environment that we are giving to our coming generation. So it's a big responsibility also. That is the importance of the subject. So this course basically will make you familiar with the subject and the topics that are inside it. Then it focuses on social organizations, groups, and institutions. And third, it will cover human social relationships, social class issues, and the consequences of specific social behavior patterns. Moving forward, we'll give you a new perspective to understand all social relationships maturely and comprehensively, which is very important, like we discussed. And you can make positive changes in your interpersonal skills also, as well as professional relationships by studying sociology, interpersonal and professional relationships, because it is all about social behavior. It is all about behavior of individual people and how they behave in groups. You can, personally make so many positive changes in your personality and how to go about making relationships with other fellow people. And it has a wide range of topics from which you can choose your career pathway, like I showed you and explained you. It will help you to enhance your social skills by teaching you tools and techniques to deal with real life interactions and experiences with various social groups. You will get to know about so many social groups, so many institutions, कैसे बनते हैं, कैसे क्यों बनते हैं, all the what, why, when, how, you will get to know it. And it will be very beneficial because we are a part of society and we should know about it, and we should think about making a better social environment, a better society for us and for the coming generation. Then it will help you solve your social problems, if any, in a constructive and result oriented way. And lastly, it will give you insights into international issues as well and human behavior patterns. We can compare how are the human behavior in the Indian context and what is the scenario in Western countries, European countries, or in Asian countries. So you'll get to know not just about Indian human behaviors in Indian institutions, but overall international institutions and international society and issues, like it's written here. Okay, so this was the last slide. Here we are finished with the introduction of this program that we're starting now, that we will start, and we'll start with the first unit of this course in the next video lecture. So thank you so much. See you next time.